Trader Steve has come a long way since his wheat farming days. We've explored vast sections of Gielinor and defeated most of the bosses in this game, and it's come to the end of the road. To complete our goal of obtaining a questscape, we've now come to RuneScape's most difficult quest, Desert Treasure 2. Now this is arguably one of the most difficult quests in general, but for Steve in particular, who is locked via chunks, it's going to be a pretty big undertaking. And now that each chunk unlock is costing us like 30 mil or more, we're going to still need billions of GP to finish this series off. And with sailing coming around the corner, we have a lot to talk about. Why hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Trader Steve's journey across Gielinor to collect as many rare items as he can get his grubby little mitts on. Trader Steve is starting his journey in the Grand Exchange chunk, but for every new rare item he can add to his collection that's worth more than 1 mil, he can unlock a new adjacent chunk, with Trader Steve's ultimate goal, obtaining a questscape. Well, hello. We are in a location I never expected or wanted to unlock, and that is the wilderness. In the last episode, we spent hundreds of millions of GP unlocking the northern strip of the deep wilderness, and that is simply for a small mini quest, Curse of the Empty Lord. Unfortunately, this mini quest is required for Secrets of the North and thus Desert Treasure 2, so we had to unlock it, and we finally did. And although it was very costly and time consuming to unlock, there are a couple benefits to this. Mainly, we can finally get a Mage cape. Good grief, it has been years without a cape in the Mage slot, and we're gonna do it with the new Eye of Ayak, no less. Okay, big choice. This time I think we're gonna go with Zamorak. I think it's gonna, work with our fit pretty well. Considering we're gonna be stuck with Virtus for a long time, I think this will work with Virtus. So Mage Arena 1, no problem at all. This cape though is probably not worth using on its own. We really do need to finish Mage Arena 2. Now this is where we're gonna have some issues. Now to finish Mage Arena 2, we have to track down 3 demi-bosses in the wilderness, and there's a bunch of different locations they can spawn in, and after I think 45 minutes they move to a new location. Now the wiki has some general spawn locations on here. I don't know how exact they are, but if these are correct, it looks like we have 2 spawn locations of like 20 or something. So our Mage Arena 2 cape honestly might take a while. Oh right, of course. First I need to complete some arbitrary task. But you know what's cool is we got the best in slot staff for each of the god spells. We have the Staff of Balance, the Staff of the Dead, and the Staff of Light. Probably the first person in history to actually use these weapons. Okay, we got the Locator Orb. Don't mind the gear too much. We just clicked on the first mage items I saw. So we checked our 2 spots, and it doesn't look like we got lucky this time. So I guess we'll just have to come back later. So thanks to the Doom, we made so much money in the last episode. We still have a 420 mil bank. And I'm a little torn on what I want to do with the money, but since we already bought the Eye of Ayak, I think we need to get the Confliction Gauntlets to go with it. The Confliction Gauntlets are incredibly strong because they increase the accuracy of one-handed magic weapons like the Eye of Ayak. Plus, this is another item we have to get on our list anyway. They're going for about 100 mil. We're just gonna pick some up. As you see, we're still using our Infernal Cape. I don't think the Mage Arena 1 cape is worth it. There's another item from our list though, and I think we're just gonna keep that chunk unlock in our back pocket until we figure out what to do with it. I literally just got back from my vacation, guys. I log in. Oh, hit him with the lol. Man, almost got my spade. Okay, so although we've been pretty focused on killing the Doom lately, there's one thing I've been working on for a long time, and that is actually 99 Slayer. Pretty much ever since we've been able to kill profitable bosses, we've simply just done profitable Slayer bosses all the way to 99, and I'm really excited to see how much money we have made going from 60 something Slayer to 99. Oh, that was really fast actually. 51 seconds, okay. The Soul Reaper Axe actually kind of murders Araxor. I mean, that's good. Where else is the Soul Reaper Axe actually good though? Man, I love this item, but I kind of hate it at the same time. Wow, we are done. 99 Slayer feels good. We've had that kind of in the back pocket for a while though. We were like 200k away from 99 for the last couple months. Unfortunately, no spoon at the end. That's okay. I'd say overall we got very, very lucky with our Slayer bosses. So I've been really curious how much money we made from Slayer, and yeah, I didn't keep all of the loot. I needed that money over the last year or two, so we're not going to know exactly, but there's really only 4 main Slayer monsters that I killed, starting in like, the mid 70s for Slayer, so we can get a pretty good estimate of how much money we made. So there was 4 main Slayer creatures we killed for money on our way to 99, and that would be Tormented Demons, that was a big one, Araxor, we did Cerberus, and we did Basilisk Knights. Obviously we did kill other Slayer creatures, but these were by far the bulk of our profit and experience. Let's start with Basilisk Knights. This one is by far my most spooned log from Slayer. We got 7 Basilisk Jaws and 2200 kills. Yeah, that's just disgusting. So we got 140 mil from Basilisk Knights when we should have only got like 40 mil. So we're pretty blessed there. Next up we had Cerberus, just a Slayer boss I really enjoy. Once again, got very lucky here. We got 5 Primordials, 2 Eternals, 1 Smoldering Stone, and about 20 mil in basic loot. So all in all, that's about 150 mil from Cerberus. Now for one of the big ones, Araxor. Araxor, we actually got a little under rate for Fangs, which is fine. We got 2 Araxite Fangs, 3 Noxious Halberds, although we do have a single piece in the bank, and about 90 mil in basic loot. After selling everything off, we ended up with 355 mil in loot. And finally, the last Slayer monster isn't even a boss, but made up the largest part of our profit and a significant amount of our Slayer experience, and that would be Tormented Demons. We killed nearly 3,000 Tormented Demons and ended up with 8 Synapses and 5 Burning Claws. So again, pretty damn lucky. Not to mention when we were doing this, we sold most of the Synapses for roughly around 40-45 mil, so this monster's not as profitable today as it was a year ago. Because of that, we earned 415 mil from Tormented Demons. So from all of our Slayer endeavors, we ended up making just north of 1 bill on our way to 99. Now it's not factored in supply costs, but we also didn't factor in every single drop I picked up. So I'd say roughly around 1 bill is what I made. Pretty good. So although we are 99 Slayer, I do still plan to do more Slayer for money in the future, so I thought I would just go ahead and finish off this Araxite task. Why did I get so many of these jars? I got like 4 on my main account. I have 3 on Trader Steve now. Okay, there is our task done. We are now into the world of post 99 XP. That's okay, Araxor is still really good money. The only problem is we actually don't have any Slayer points at all. So if we get something we don't want to do, man, it's gonna feel even worse doing like a Bloodveld task now. Okay, so we are gonna still do Slayer in the future, but for now, I just want to go ahead and grab ourselves our 99 cape. There it is, the Slayer cape. Looks pretty nice. Gotta say, I'm always a little disappointed with the emote. The Slayer cape does have a perk that could be useful. It gives us a chance of getting a repeat task. So if, say, we get Araxites and we just want to continue doing Araxor, we could wear the Slayer cape to have a higher chance of getting the task again. Yeah, okay. Well, it doesn't work every time. We finally got it, guys. Holy shit, let's go. Oh my god, we've checked here so many times. We don't have any gear with us, so we gotta go back. KSL. Actually, he's a bro. He teleported us closer to where we need to go. It was still there, thank god. Again, we just threw on the most random ass mage gear we had. I think we're actually literally wearing Dark Squall armor. It should be fine though. Okay, there we go, 1 of the 3 done. Okay, we accidentally teleported out of the wilderness. That's not what we wanted to do. We needed to come back to the mage bank. There we go though, we did not die. So now we just have 2 more components to get, and hopefully that won't take as long as the other one. Okay, so it's actually time to, I think, finish this mini quest that we spent hundreds of millions of GP on. That's Curse of the Empty Lord. Our next major goal on this account is going to be Desert Treasure 2, and this was a big section of that we are now done, but it's not over. Secrets of the North and Desert Treasure 2 have quite a few chunk locations we don't have unlocked yet, so this is a good start, but we have a long way to go still. And it is unfortunate we got so unlucky with the route we had to take here. We got, I think, the worst one. The first unlock is way over here at the crashed ship in the deep wilderness. There's 1 piece of the ghostly rope set though. This may be the worst place in RuneScape to hear a giant ass monologue. Next piece is in Antrana, which is fine. We already had Antrana unlocked, so I guess that's good. The other locations in the Wizard Tower, again, already had that unlocked, so we had like 2 out of 5 locations unlocked. And the final location, which is probably the worst one, the Rogue's Castle. I really didn't want to come all the way over here, but I guess the silver lining is we will be able to get our Mage Arena 2 cape because of this doofus. So I guess we're just done the quest. A little anticlimactic. It's not even going to be a quest pop-up. Curse of the Empty Lords is done and our quest list out, and because of that we actually get 2 XP lamps. Another very small silver lining from that. I mean, I guess we'll put them in fishing because that'll give us a level. So we've taken a bit of a break from the Delve boss, but it is still the best money in the game by far. So I'm definitely still going to be doing Doom. Even though the price of all the uniques have dropped, we're still getting like 20 mil an hour here on average, which is pretty good. One new thing is they do have the combat achievements added now, so we're going to periodically get some random one. Yeah, it's day 70 of these sun-kissed bones being worth way too much in the price checker. I don't know what grub patrol is, but I'm guessing we didn't let any grubs in, which is pretty impressive because I'm normally very bad at that. That is, I think, a new PB for us. Delve level 12, which is pretty good. I mean, I'm just not that well practiced at this yet. I think we definitely could push it further. 1.3 mil loot. Maybe. Now, one thing I kind of want to start doing is just claiming the loot before I die. On release, I was just doing suicide runs pretty much. But now with our deaths costing, you know, 200-300k, plus the loot we're losing, I do want to be slightly mindful of just trying to survive and claim the loot and get more money per hour. Log on for the day and instantly get the speed time, okay, we take those. Oh my god, we got the glowing hole, guys. That means it's an item. Yes! Oh, we're so lucky. That's our second pair of Vernic Treads. Delve 6 as well. I've still yet to get an item past Delve 7. This pair is worth like 3 times less than our first one, but I don't care. They were worth a bit less than 220, but 213 still pretty good. That has brought our cash stack up to 540 mil. So much money, but what do I do with it? I still don't really know. So I know we just bought the Eye of Ayak and the Confliction Gauntlets, but the Shadow has crashed so much. It is like 700 mil for a Shadow right now. So we just save up another 150 mil or something, we could just buy our first Mega Rare. Alternatively, we could buy a bunch of items that would get us a good number of chunks, but we need to get the Mega Rares sometime. This is like our best opportunity to get one. We are already so close. But I mean, like, should I save up for a Twisted Bow? That would be probably the most useful one, or even a Scythe. But the problem is the Shadow is like half the cost of the other Mega Rares right now. Granted, we would need Ancestral to like fully take advantage of it, but still, I'm torn what to do with the money. I think we're gonna save it for now and at least try to get one of the Mega Rares. So all we need is 1 or 2 more Doom drops and we can get a Shadow. That's it, right? Easy peasy. Look at this new thing I'm doing, guys. We got resources left, but hey, we're gonna claim the loot. We're gonna take our mill instead of just dying in the next wave. It's this neat new strategy I found called not dying. Okay, so I actually just noticed we have a couple quests that we can clean up that are direct requirements for Desert Treasure 2. The first one is, again, another mini quest, the General Shadow. I'm pretty sure we have all the locations for this, but we'll have to double check. Oh god, this one's gonna be close, guys. Hey, we're fine. Apparently my 400 mil item is not enough to hit this level 70 dog. That is another mini quest done. Yeah, a little anticlimactic, but it is finished. Finally, we get to use our Justiciar and our Grassy Rapier for something. We're getting Taiba one I favor, guys. Did we need Justiciar? Yes. Fun fact, if you repair one section of the fence and get a trading stick, you can come up here to the north and just kill these jungle spiders and they will give you favor much faster than repairing the fence. We can just murder these things quickly, we get 1 or 2% each time. You might, okay, why am I doing this? Right. Well, we're actually moving on to another quest that I believe we have all the locations unlocked for already. and that is My Arm's Big Adventure. For that quest though, we need Taibo One Eye Favor because of reasons. I'm not really sure why that's a requirement. Okay, 60%, that's all we'll need for now. Technically need 100% for the diary, but I don't expect we'll be doing that. Weirdly enough, I feel like we've had the requirements to do this quest for a while, but we just never ended up doing it. Okay, that actually worked. Apparently, if you just ask this camel politely for some of his dung, he just gives it to you. Well, it's a good thing I brought my yak spec. Okay, there we go. A nice easy quest done with My Arm's Big Adventure, a solid amount of XP in our herb patch, and one more quest point. We got another one. 2 in a week? If these are the boots, I'm buying a shadow. Oh, it's the pet. I mean, the pet's cool. I kind of wanted the money more, but I can't complain. Hey, we'll take it. That means we definitely can greenlog this thing very soon. We got Dom at 1550 delves. This pet has so many polygons compared to like the rock golem, holy. I'm actually kind of scared. We just logged on. With today's update, there is some pre-release stuff for sailing added into the game, mainly the map and some quests, which let's have a quick look here. Okay, we have current affairs. That is, I think, just a really quick quest that unlocks the current duck or something, so not high level quest. We have the Pandemonium, that's literally the introductory quest for sailing. Prying Times, that is another low level quest it looks like, and the Troubled Tortugans. Okay, so unless there's some more that are coming actually on the release date, that's only 4 new quests. Not too bad, but the big picture here is the map has changed. Luckily our chunk plugin is still kind of working, but we can see all of the new areas that have been added in. It's actually massive. It's exciting, but we have so much new area that we could theoretically unlock now. So I think it's time we talk about sailing. So probably one of the most impactful updates for the future of the series is coming out very soon, and that is sailing. I get a lot of questions regarding this. How is Trader Steve gonna progress when sailing is released? Well, that's a good question, because when you look at it, sailing is gonna introduce hundreds of chunks that you'll be able to now sail on. Most of them are existing ones that are in the world already, but there probably are some new ones in addition. Now it's a bit of a dilemma, and I've been thinking about it for a while, but I think I've come to a solution. Now there were 2 options I was toying with. Option 1 is just add in a bunch of new items. There are technically 425 items right now that are worth over 1 mil. I haven't added those in because I just didn't want to devalue our progression. But there are at least 50, maybe 100 items we could add that fit our original criteria when we made this series. The issue with that though is that honestly, you might need more than 100 new items with sailing. On release, there's at least gonna be 40, 50 chunks we're gonna need, I'm guessing, and they're likely to add more quests to sailing pretty soon. Now the second option is we simply make ocean tiles an exception. Similar to how dungeons don't require us to use a chunk unlock, Trader Steve would simply be allowed to explore the high seas. However, whenever he would deboard, that would be an unlockable and required chunk. So we would have to use chunk unlocks on all of the actual islands, just not at sea. From a lore perspective, I mean, we currently have taken boats to dozens of locations around Gielinor. We didn't unlock the chunks in the ocean when we did that. Sailing, it just allows us to get a first-person view of that. Now option 2 is what I'm leaning towards because I think it's a bit of a cleaner solution. Still will require a bunch of new chunks to unlock all of the new islands because there's going to be multiple dozens of them. And it would also allow us to enjoy sailing without having to add on hundreds of new items, which at that point it would just feel like I'm arbitrarily adding in items until we had enough. But there's no doubt this is a pretty big exception that would allow us to participate in sailing on the ocean with no chunk unlocks, as well as sailing will connect us to dozens of different ports around Gielinor that we might not have had access to otherwise. But at this point, I think we are so deep into the series, I don't think being able to access a few ports we might not have had before is really going to change much. And I kind of prefer that to just, buying 100 items so we could buy 100 useless ocean chunks. Just doesn't seem that fun. But anyway, I want to hear what you guys think. Those are the 2 options I'm kind of floating. We still have 2 weeks until sailing. I'm probably not going to do it on release on Trader Steve anyway, so we'll have some time to come up with a good solution. That's going to be it for me today, guys, though. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.